Hello everyone, can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Yeah, same for me.
Awesome. Well, thanks guys for joining. I think we can maybe honestly get started if you guys are ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, then I will start presenting my screen if that's fine. Let me just share that. So, can you all see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
Perfect. All right, then. Thanks for joining today, and it will be about the new web app KYVE. And yeah, first of all, I hope you already took a look at that, and hopefully you like it until now. We just wanted to update you on what is new, what was the intention behind it, and if there are any like feature or bug fixes that you want to propose or have questions around that. This is the topics we can tackle now. And I will just begin with just reiterating over the most important features we implemented and also what the intention was. Maybe I start with that. So first of all, we didn't deprecate anything from the old functionality. We just added new features and overall wanted to improve the overall user experience. This is because, especially for validators and delegators, the web app is a huge contact point. You might even open it more than once a day, and that's why we want to ensure that the usability is as smooth as possible. So, and for that, we added certain features, especially like for new KYVE users. I think the homepage is quite interesting. This is the new one. Once you basically go on the page, and the old homepage or dashboard, how it was called, you can find now under activity. The reason for that is because if you are a new user or don't know anything about KYVE, I think this is a bit, there you have a hard time getting to know anything about KYVE or what it does. It just shows some, like the page name says, activity metrics. So for them we have a better explanation and even show like the data we archive and have a little playground where we can also go into detail a bit later. So all in all, it makes it a bit more interesting for new KYVE users. What we also have is now settings. So if you have like any block explorer you prefer, because we have multiple, you can just set them here, and then this will, if you open the transaction, it will open default here. Furthermore, if you like it, we have also light mode and the dark mode. So you can also use that. Because I prefer dark, I will continue with this. And what we have too is the improved profile page. So before you might have noticed that this was, especially with the balance on the top right, always a bit buggy. So we restructured also from the ground up. So when you have a wallet here, I don't have with this tester code any tokens are mainnet, but if you have tokens here, you can see your balance here divided into the groups of if you have delegated them, if you have self-delegated them, if you have funded them, and so on. So we see that allocations. Furthermore, with your rewards, you would see your protocol staking rewards here and also ranked by the validators you delegated in. So you see in one step where you have the most rewards in which validator. And you might know it also here. Here you have like full control over where your assets are on the protocol side. So right now this is empty, but if you have an active account, you can just head to the profile page. You can also find it under here. And then you see everything you need here. This also comes to the last point. We already have also further plans with that, of course. We'll talk about more on that later, how we want to continue with asset management, especially on the web app, which might be interesting, especially for delegators and validators. And one big thing we also added with the intention of making KYVE more clear is the sources page. There Christopher will soon go on, which should aim of like gaining a better understanding of what KYVE should do. But first of all, because this was also a huge part, was improving the overall design of the web app. And there Julian, our designer, did a very nice job. So he can also, especially with the profile page and all the different designs, can head over that and show you some nice little things we added also in the web app.
Yeah, thank you, Troy. So yeah, I think that in terms of design, this is our biggest revamp so far. So thanks to all the feedback we had, we decided to implement a lot of new features, without impacting the user flow. But also we decided to rebrand the web app a little bit. I'm sure you already saw it. So we used a more vibrant green color and of course our new logo type. So let me just share my screen with you guys. Okay, let me know if you can see it. Should be okay.
Yes, I can see it.
Yep. Okay, perfect. So regarding the logo type, I'm sure you already saw it on Twitter because we pushed it weeks ago. So yeah, the green check is now part of the branding. So we didn't want to make a full rebrand because people, they are used to the letter K, but we felt like we needed a more unique logo type that explain what we are the best at. So validating data. That's why now we do have the new K with the check mark in green. Another cool feature we worked with the team is the bull. So now when you create a new wallet and you connect to the web app, you will see that we automatically generate a new bull. It's random, so yeah, sorry if you don't like it, but the only way to get a new bull is to create a new wallet. Other than that, yeah, it was a lot of fun working on it. You will see, please try it and let us know on Twitter. Please share it. We will repost it for sure. Another feature is the dedicated color for each sources and pools. Oh yeah, bye. We stay in touch. The whole video is recorded, and you will check. You can check it on YouTube after that. So yeah, go back to sources and pools. So at first sight, you can now see what pool and source you are visiting. So we decided to go with this more user-friendly approach because it allows each project to have a branded page directly from the KYVE web app.
Julian, are you already showing the video? I think you only share the tab or the browser screen.
Oh, so you can see the screen right now?
We see only the web app in the tab, but not the video you have probably played.
Oh no! I'm not playing a video. I was just I was just replying to the guy who left the chat.
So then it was my misunderstanding. Sorry for that. Then continue.
That's me. All good. But yeah, and now, so Chris will talk about it later. But yeah, we wanted to, because now you guys can access the sandbox directly from the web app. We didn't want the page to look boring. So yeah, the new color for each pool and sources, this is something we wanted to implement in the previous version, but also we wanted to provide you guys with a lot of new features at the same time, and that's why we waited a bit. So we are all glad that it's finally live. Yeah, other than that, as you can see, we got rid of a lot of padding here. So now we do have more space to display the information. We also reworked the menu on the left, which is easier to understand for the newcomers. We added titles here, and we renamed a lot of tabs. Sorry. And yeah, I mean, I think that's it for me. Chris, if you want to add something.
No, I think you can also mention that we have right now separate colors for each network. So or you created a color
Yeah.
for each, yeah, for mainnet, testnet, and devnet, which is pretty cool.
True.
So yeah, especially very important for the beta testers. Some of you are here who are, yeah, pretty active on KON. So now you can see yeah, a colorized separation of each network on the web app itself, which is pretty cool in my opinion, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
All right, then I could go from here if there is nothing left. Thanks a lot, Julian. Thanks a lot, Troy. Mhm. I need to share my screen. All right, I hope you can see my screen. Not yet, probably.
If you're sharing, we're not seeing anything yet.
So for me, it immediately went away when you want to click on the stream.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Give me 1 minute. All right, another try. I think now it should work. Does it work?
Yes, looks good.
All right, perfect. Yeah, then thanks, Troy. Thanks, Julian. So my name is Christopher, software developer at KYVE. And yeah, so maybe I can just explain a bit more about the new sources section with all of its current functionalities. And yeah, as you know, the older version of the web app was very focused on the whole validation part of the data, but the app, version 3, v3, should provide an easy access to the data, which is why we introduced sources. And you can describe sources as high-level instances of data sources that KYVE is archiving, in then one or more pools. Having Archway as an example, there is an Archway pool and an Archway staging pool, which you probably all know. And this is necessary for the internal KYVE validation structure, but not so much or not so interesting for the user who wants to actually access the data. This is why we have the source Archway as a high-level instance, including the pools Archway and Archway staging. And I hope everybody understands this and gets why we did this or why we introduced sources. But feel free to write any questions in the chat. And all sources are then listed in the KYVE source registry. This is basically an equivalent to the Cosmos chain registry. I think most of you should know it. And here we have described some interesting informations about each source. And but if there are any questions or any kind of participation, I'm also very happy to chat about that later. And then I would go on with a quick walk through the whole new sources section, which Julian has already shown. And maybe we can start with Archway as well. There you have some interesting information of the source. For example, you have the latest validated height, but also the data or the amount of the data that has been archived yet. A quick description. And here are maybe the two most interesting new features. First, the query section and the KSYNC section. Maybe we can start with the with the query section at first. And here we have predefined queries for most of the sources, and then you can get an idea or get in touch with the data to get an idea how the actually validated data looks like. Here, for example, you can query for the events, event types, or you can also query for the withdraw events. You can also modify the queries, of course. And for example, we can add the maybe the block hash, for example, of the different event, also in the into the response. And here you can see, it's limited. This is why we introduced the playground. On the playground, you can then have the query section with the block hash with all the data that is responded by our server. A quick disclaimer here. So this should only provide as an or should serve as a preview for the data. So we only provide a specific range of the data, so not the completely validated data, but everything is built with a KYVE ELT pipeline. You can read in our docs about it, or also reach out to us to spin it up on your local machine or a remote machine to make it also possible on your side if you want to try it out or use it in production. And this, as I mentioned, not only works for Arcway, but also for Exceler or Kronos. We can, for example, have a transaction count for Exceler, which is pretty cool, I think. So you can see, okay, there haven't been much transactions, but you can also see, for example, the events, the transaction or the Exceler events with all attributes included. And this also works for Kronos. Here maybe a bit interesting, some IBC data. So here you can see the write acknowledgement events and the packet data, which is quite interesting. All of the whole query section is also included into the new homepage. There you can also see the queries. It's like a preview for the playground section. And as I mentioned earlier, we also introduced the new KSYNC section. With the new KSYNC section, you can easily generate the commands to spin up your node as fast as possible with our tool KSYNC. And for example, here you can use Kronos or generate commands for using KSYNC to sync your Kronos node to any height in less than 5 or 2 minutes. And here you can easily you just need to copy the commands here. So you need to have a Kronos D actually initialize on your machine. Then you only need to copy those commands to install KSYNC, and then you have your KSYNC block sync command. You can also add a target height, and then you are good to go to actually start syncing your node. This works not just for Kronos, but also for Arcway, Exceler. So here you can see that only block sync and not state sync and height sync are supported. This has the reason that there is no Exceler state sync pool. But if you want to, for example, sync your Exceler state sync, Exceler node with state sync, you can then request the state sync pool for Exceler to let us know that we should work on a pool to make it possible for you guys. And that's basically it. We are very happy to have a dedicated sources page for each source to make it easier and more easier to access the data of the validated chain. We are very happy to hear your feedback about it. Also your ideas of maybe other features or feedback about the new functionalities. But I think we are good to go from my side. And thanks for everything. Are there any questions left from your side, or any questions or feature requests?
So maybe we can talk about the things we have planned for the future, because of course this is not the end result. From here on we will continue improving the web app continuously. So maybe this might inspire you. So we plan to also show the historical API. So right now we only have the estimations of the APR from right now for the next year, but of course this changes over time. So from now on we want to show, like, from the performance of the last 30 days, how high the APR was. So the more bundles, for example, validated are produced, or the less bundles you skip due to downtime or for whatever reasons, the higher the APR will be. So this will be a more strong indicator for delegators, for example, for choosing the target validator. What we also have in mind is auto restaking, to also have like native integration to the app, which might be interesting for delegators. Also long planned, but then finally coming soon is a revenue calculator for validators. So you can enter basically which pools you want to join, what your uptime is, and so on and so on. And then it will hopefully spit you out a rough estimation on how much KYVE you can earn per month. So it's more clear for you what you can expect. Might be also interesting for new validators who are thinking about it. And what we also definitely want to do is also show drop bundles in the validator tab, so you can also see, okay, how well is the validator performing? Is he still active in the pool, or is he just skipping proposals because he's offline or whatever? And I mean, this could give you some ideas of what can you expect. Last thing, actually, right now on the profile page, we only show the protocol assets, but we also, of course, want to include the chain assets there. So there you have like a full overview of your KYVE assets in total, where you have them, so you can see your chain delegation rewards and your protocol delegation rewards from there. Only the few most important things we have planned, they should be rolled out over the next coming weeks, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, like Christopher said, do you have any questions or feature requests? Because I think this is a great time for that, where we can still make changes or adjustments. So yeah, feel free to add something. You can also ping us at a later time, but yeah, we're of course curious to hear. So I think if Margot and Oscar, you don't have to or don't have anything to add, I think we are done then here now. And oh no, Liv is typing.
Oh, it seems that there's a question maybe in the chat. No, I think this is the only one. Alrighty, well, no, I think honestly, thank you guys first off for going over everything. And yeah, just walking through all the new features and design. Really excited to roll this out for our users and keep building for KYVE. So thank you guys. And like Julian mentioned, this video is this whole live was recorded, so we'll share it on YouTube afterwards as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it, and have a great day.